Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where we're cross-examining a clown, which I feel like is a step up from a ventriloquist puppet. So we're basically kind of caught him in a lie, and now he's going to have to revise his testimony. So let's see what we get out of this. Very well, Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. Let's just start turning the tables in our favor. Has it ever? I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. Okay, I don't want to press that yet. I think we're at a point where pressing kind of punishes us. At least, like, I don't know if maybe that was flavor text, but I don't want to, I'm not going to push it. So I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. I kind of want to press this, because if they were far away, how does he know? Far away, you say. If you had to say exactly how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. My room is here, and they looked about yay big. I'd say they were about 30 feet from my room. Just 30 feet, that's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility. I see, please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. Uh-oh, do I want to press that? I don't know. Let's see. What else we got out of this? I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. You know, most testimonies, what he told us yesterday. Okay, yeah. I noticed. We just gotta pinpoint what's changed. Practice was over. I went straight back to my room. Okay. We're not the first two I'm basically not going to press unless we've completely run out of ideas. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. So I kind of want to press that. That's when I saw the two silhouettes. They were too far. Okay. We already did that. The ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. He doesn't mention his hat, though. That's weird to me. I'm gonna press it. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away. That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Ms. Von Karma. Now I'm 100% certain it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How would I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. Oh, boy. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. He must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw? Oh, I ain't get in trouble for that. Okay. I kept watching them all of a sudden. Let me press that. You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head. Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? Oh, there we go, Phoenix. You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. No, wait, no, I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I think it's a fair question. I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. What? That's like half. Oh, boy. Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Yes. I do. Yeah. I'm gonna go for it, though I'm very scared. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you'll be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. So how could he hear a sound of someone getting hit and then look outside and see someone getting hit? You did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. Kept watching them and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he says that he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. In 1972, I didn't catch that one. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? No. I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, it's pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. Prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma? Tampering with the witness again? So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Mr. Curls? Your Honor. You did not witness the actual crime, however, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to this silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. Why are we still, taking their testimony as gospel when they have lied repeatedly? And if I catch even a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. He was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. Wait! His face was silhouetted, but there is no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. I took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Okay. All right. They didn't yell at us about pressing, so I'm gonna try it. If we get dinged, we get dinged. Don't you think you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max, I'm convinced of that. Doesn't seem like he is jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? Saw his uppity symbols, okay. Trilla said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. You're sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. You're sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? But that's not all I saw. His face was silhouetted, but there's no doubt that it was him on this. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window. There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight would have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye. My record says his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more I look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. Couldn't really see what he was carrying. You're gonna have to do better than that. So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding. That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something terribly hard. Sure, they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object, at least it says so in the autopsy report. Trillo's testimony and now Mo's. It just seems like Max is the killer. What? Nick, you gotta find a contradiction in this. It's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that will help. I've got to do it. But the shadow could only have belonged to Max. So, oh, we circled back around. Where's the one? There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. Not this one. His silk hat, the black cloak, they were all there. Alright, I think I have an idea. Emblazoned with Max's three famous symbols. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? Yeah, I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols. Yay, everyone get ready, all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Pi, I love pi 3.1415. Silence, fool. You're to respond to the whole truth, no fractions. Order, order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. This crime scene was dark. It was obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. And the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that were the case, then the police would have found them near the scene of the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of the case? Yes! Clearly not. He's just showing with this court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony? No way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. Crazy get up and his nose stuck up so high. Yeah. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece get up? Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. Judge, not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Holy crap. Oh boy. There's no time. There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Oh! Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction in Mr. Curl's statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusation. I've only got a single shot. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I'll need. Oh my god, do I have to press the right statement or it's over? I don't know. Okay, we'll just go through it all again. And there were no white roses that night. Okay. However, all the other symbols are there. I'm equally sure of that. Okay. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. Okay. Okay. Nope. No problems so far. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. That seems like an outward lie. Ugh. I feel like the judge said to present evidence. Maybe I'm reading too into this and it's just flavor text, and I could probably like, I probably could just like press all these things, but I'm sufficiently scared that I'm just gonna straight up game over. So. Found at the crime scene. If he was wearing it the entire time, it wouldn't have been found. It had to have disappeared at some point. Oh boy. Well, okay. So normally, if you're about to screw something up, it shows you in the top right corner. So maybe I'm reading too much into this. All right, I'm gonna present the hat here. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind. Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the scene of the crime scene. Oops. Oops. She did an oops. The crime scene. That means the silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true. Order, order, order! Mr. Curls? Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all this? You're old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Yeah, it's just not right. It's so harsh. What's not right here is that is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just don't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me. No matter how old I get, I'll always be younger than you. Oh boy. Poor Mo. Enough of the childish outburst, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo. What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. The witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter.
Is that alright with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. Aha! That's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what?
Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things.
I mean, that's kind of our job. It's slightly our job.
Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene?
I do. Is it this? There are no other footprints. This is gonna hurt if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty confident about this one. Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow.
Footprints?
In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Ay, ay, ay. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record.
I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Oh, wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Oh, yeah.
Mr. Lawrence Curls?
Yes?
The testimony you've provided up until now has been false.
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just
what?
It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Ooh. Order, order, I will have order. Franziska Von Karma, how could you?
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls.
Huh, you're not going to believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. The truth, okay? Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw Oh, come on. This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. Oh, now we're back to sad. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now?
Well, that was, how do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened.
You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story?
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright?
This was all a dream. He's telling the truth. I want to say he's telling the truth, but I feel like that hurts our case. His eyes were playing tricks. That seems entirely plausible. This is all just a dream. Okay, let's think. He's telling the truth or his eyes were playing tricks on him. I'm gonna go with like, because his eyes were playing tricks on him, I feel like still implies that he was telling the truth. I do think that's what he thought he saw. I believe that. I'm gonna go with his eyes were playing tricks. It's obvious that the witness's eyes are playing tricks on him. Well, I didn't mean it like that. Don't be such a fool. Who in the world do you think I would mistake that jerk for? Jeez, I didn't say you were lying. Wow, he looks really serious right now. More serious than he's looked all day. What?
I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. I screwed up the trial, didn't I? The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen.
You imbecile.
If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound.
If you disregard the fact that you need proof to, show that there's a murder, or that someone murdered someone, it's fine.
However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Oh boy. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned.
Okay. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly anywhere wherever I please. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and I have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule. You broke the magician's code. The cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. I made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea, let's do our best and catch this sucker.
To be continued in the next episode.
I don't know who it is yet. I mean, Ben and his puppet are very suspicious. I don't know if there's enough there to necessarily pin this on them. In fact, I don't think he's lying about just seeing him, Max. Oh, no. All right. No, I won't remember for next week. I think this is my last one for the day. I definitely won't remember. Okay, so my thinking is Russell walked by wearing Max's clothes. Ben thought it actually was Max, went to take him out of the picture. I bet that's it. I think we solved this. We'll have to see if I'm right. And plus, I have to prove it. There's still, how did he fly away? Okay. Anyway, I think the pieces are coming together. We'll just have to see what our investigation turns up. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.